about to start, chump. Switched off. It's match time, and nothing can come in the way of a head coach and his Blood Bowl.
Welcome back, sports fans. Jim Johnson and Bob Bifford here. Undead love content. Also have fast players.
Yep, you gotta watch out for ghouls and whites. Real swine.
So we've got someone dead this time. Can be a tough matchup for Dark Elves. Kind of depends on whether the mummies kill everything. Can be particularly hard to defend, which is why this kickoff is really the winning the toss here is really good for him. Dark Elves got a reasonably good chance if they can defend first with 11 and then try and score with 7 or 8 or whatever in the second half. Other way round, it isn't so great. Oh, it's not as good. Okay. Let's see what we can do there. Okay. Oh, extra reroll. Not ideal. Okay, interesting place for that ball to land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can get there, but it's far away from all these guys, which isn't ideal.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Bob. You've caught me polishing my teeth.
6.
Why are you polishing your fan?
Since we are now zapped across the old world,
Probably won't do it that way then. Okay.
Cabal vision, the viewers can see everything. So I need to look like that.
Tries to secure the ball. They'll need to scoop up that ball and quickly.
Loose ball is a dangerous ball. The player needs to secure it. Fast. Is about to get punched above and below at the same time.
That's a good start. Good start indeed. We will take that.
They've grabbed the ball. A wise move, as it's quite fundamental.
Okay. It's a bit of a risk. Okay.
She's got it.
Just where it's
Yes. Okay, so what I've tried to do with these two guys in the middle here is split his team in half a little bit. I don't want these two mummies ganging up in the same place too early on. So I'm having this little bulkhead here. It can stop these two connecting with each other. Also, another value of those here is that it's going to be very easy, because of where the ball landed, for him to crush into the cage and then put a lot of pressure on and potentially make it difficult for me to dodge away. And by blocking this line up, he can't cover this square, which means I'm always going to have a way out with a 2+ dodge away back to where the wood elf is, without really having to do too much else. This is always going to be a... Yeah, because the mummy's going to go in there. You can't really avoid that on turn 1, because I mean, that's what the Dark Elves don't want to do. They don't want to get all their players stuck around a mummy, because it's very difficult to remove him. Particularly, he's got a 3-guard roster. That's one of the reasons why I bought this lineman back here, rather than leaving it there, potentially offering an assist on this guy, because I don't want to get everybody clumped together so that I can get squashed in. My advantage is my dodging and my speed, so I want to try and spread my players out as much as possible.
The assist gonna be enough to come out on top.
He's just trying to get his guard piece back into the mix. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the good thing about using my blodgers on the line here was that I got to I can get dodged in the way and then not have to worry about this guard too much. So that's fine. We will see what the dodging does.
Gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
Unity is strength.
Mm-hmm. Okay. seconds.
Any experienced player next risks a turnover.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is screening rather than caging, so, you know, lines of 2 guys in front of the ball, so that I'm playing agility against bash, so I don't want my opponent to push everybody into the cage and make me force a dodge roll with the ball carrier every turn. So this way he's going to have a difficult time getting any tackle zones onto the ball. And hopefully I can just, you know, dodge around as much as possible. Just advancing a little bit with one guy just to, you know, keep him honest and see what happens. And then protecting my witch elves back here so they've got the most options for blitzing and potentially surfing people. Interesting to see who he blitzes.
Players arrive to assist their teammate.
It's pretty. Yeah, that makes sense. Just try and keep the zombie alive, or stop him from getting surfed anyway, and then, you know, threaten a counter surf on me. Okay, I think we're okay. Oh, a double one. Okay. Well, that is the exact opposite of what you need against undead. First action double one. Double ones are fine. Normally they happen, but it's really bad when they happen first action of the turn, because that kind of leaves people in contact to get punched, etc. And obviously it means that you get 3 dice by a mummy, when otherwise you would have been dodging away. And then it allows him just to line his defense up quite nicely. I think I was going to try and blitz this ghoul with no skills otherwise, but it's kind of messed it up a little bit. Still, man up, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Fingers crossed, anyway. Yeah, this is the pressure you can put on with bash play, is that I'm a man up, but by pinning people, like he's got this guy and this guy, that you can actually get an effective man advantage without giving up position. He hasn't got any tackle on his team, which is interesting. It's, well, it's good for me anyway. Fingers crossed.
The old days of playing the NAF, Bob.
Is a blitzer. Oh, going for the. Oh god, yeah. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's kind of. Okay, I'll take a stun and recover next turn and see what I can get to. As the ones go, that could have been worse. A couple of stuns. So we'll have to see what we can get to. Okay, it's interesting. So he's let this guy get out, and this guy as well. So I do have some options. He's managed to get somebody on the ball, which is a problem. So we'll see what happens here. It's going for the dodge first, I guess. Okay.
That's a solid formation. I want to see the opposing team
Level
have a
2. Okay. So, bit more normal turn where I get to control things a little bit better. So all we're doing here is just trying to build little pockets of space where we can potentially move our cages next turn. That's the kind of point of this corridor of Dark Elves along this line. So if he doesn't deal with this situation, then I can move my team up here. I've got this guy here who's floating around a little bit that can do with things, and then same on this side. So these guys spread along here. This little line is so that if he does deal with this, and it means I can't press forward into here, he can't deal with this as much, so I can come back onto this side of the pitch. So I don't need to cage properly and have all my strength players in one place, because that's going to let him outmuscle me because he's stronger than me, obviously. So I'm just using as much space, covering as much space as possible over the pitch. A little bit of a recovery return with 2 suns, but still reasonable. But it's more after the double one last turn that was the recovery. But yeah, 4 turns in, I'm doing okay. I'm not doing great. The thing about Dark Elves against Undead is you don't want to go too soon, because if you go too soon, they can make you score early. Since that Witch Elf might be getting the boot, which is a shame. We shall have to see. Okay, that's alright. I might be able to get through there. Now, we'll have to see. Got this Witch Elf here. I don't know if you can afford to stand the zombie up either. We might be worried about the surf. Yeah, he's pinning that lineman in, that's really good. That's a really good thing to do with Undead against Dark Elves. Might not be getting fouled, we'll have to see. I do like the longer time turns in this tournament. Oh, what? He's touching a zombie? What? Okay. That does work. Fair enough. There's only 4+, isn't it? Okay. Right. Reasonably happy that my 6.
It's called Rotting Cadaver by Tommy Hilfiger.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably going to go there, in fact, don't I? That's 45. Okay. This is going into 1, which isn't ideal. Okay, we got the pale, so that's fine. Okay. It's not ideal. This is only 3+ dodge. I kind of wanted to do that before I did this one. So I don't mind tagging that mummy up for 1 turn. And again, same over here. This is a reasonable turn to tag a few people up. Well, not on purpose. I probably would have dodged if everything had worked, but I think it was more valuable getting her into a position and potentially using a reroll on that than over here, I would hope, rather than these two. They're not going to advance in particularly good positions, and if they fail, they're freeing people up. So if this guy dodges away, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, 6 there, sorry. What's he doing? He's not really doing anything other than letting these two guys run back. So I would have done it if it had worked, but this is the most important one, even though it's more difficult, because it actually gets the player into a reasonable advanced position. A bit jammed in against the sideline here, which is why these people are a little bit further forward. This is a nice position. These two guys are protecting this part of the cage, and that is the most vulnerable part of the cage, because I want to move forward into this area here in my next turn, and so the obvious thing to do would be for someone to blitz this corner of the cage, but by putting these two guys here in a little small screen, then I can protect this guy, and then I can move forward next turn into here. Oof. Oh. Another pow, but he can't get to the ball, which is good. Sort of similar thing going on here, with this corner of the cage protected by this little screen here, which is why I'm happy to put this guy here, even though he's getting a little bit bunched into the sideline there. So I'm looking like a reasonable good position to at least score, pending horrible disasters and failures. Yeah, it's not ideal, but I had slabbed a couple of mummy hits, so it's okay. Anyway, next turn I need to sort of protect myself. I don't want to get too bunched in here. I want to be able to have something around here that I can move into in my next turn. Yeah, you should reroll that. He's got multiples. That's fine. Oh God. that's not ideal, is it? That's not a good turn at all. Didn't want that. Didn't want that. All from a fail 3 up with Ariel. Okay, we'll see what we can achieve. Oh, it's a dodge. Don't want to do that yet. Seven. Okay. She might go for it, so I'll have to do that later. Okay, that's fine. Not the end of the world. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get to there with a dodge, which is a dodge skill, so that's better. No. Okay, so to achieve that without a reroll, that is nice. Okay. There's a dodge guy, so we'll probably try and retrieve him first. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Just get him as far forward as possible, I guess. Okay. We're just double screening again, stop people getting to the ball carrier. And this idiot. That's just gonna do a little dodge. See if he can get vaguely back towards anything. Fine. Yeah, so leaving these two guys in contact here. Has worked out in a way you can see is that this mummy is just here. He's out of the game. He's done for. Probably wouldn't anyway if I dodged away, but obviously it was plan B to leave him there. And again, this ghoul is here rather than over here somewhere, which is good again for me. So with non-disastrous luck, I should be able to score an 8 here. And hopefully get my KO back. Maybe have 10 for the second half. Everything goes well. So that's a reasonable outcome if that happens. Oh, reroll, that's interesting.
There'll be trouble with the Unions this time.
Oh, I wonder if this witch elf's getting the boot. That might be on, I guess. I mean, this is you can kind of see here. This is the point of moving backwards a little bit in my first 3 or 4 turns, because it puts me in a position where I can come round the back and then he's behind me, and doesn't have enough turns to recover, get back around the side. Okay, should have a shot here. Reasonable shot. Just don't double one, I guess, is the thing.
He's very quiet. He may not be noticed. Not a wise place to end your turn on the border of the pitch. If the player gets pushed into the crowd, well, last time that happened, it took 3 days to piece the body back together.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, these lineman dodges are not working, are they? Blimey. It's not ideal. See if I can make one of these 3-ups. Oh, come on, guys. Alright. Well, I think as you can see, we've not had the best luck with dodge rolls, but we're still in a half-decent position, so hopefully we can score and not have too many people die as a consequence. Yeah, unfortunate series of rolls has left this lineman to get eaten as well, so we'll have to see. Yeah, this is the kind of thing where I played this game a lot on in tabletop tournaments, and when it goes this way around, when the Dark Elves drive first and the undead have the ball second, it tends to be a 1-1 draw quite a lot of the time, because you can see it's reasonably easy to score with 11 Dark Elves, but second half defending, by the time he's had 4 turns of his drive as well, I might be down to 7 or something. That's going to be quite difficult. Oh, witch elf! You were gonna get out. I was gonna save you. Okay. It's only stunned. It's okay. Foul it with a ghoul or a something. Oh, he's going for it. Makes sense. Was he dead? Come on, die. Oh, boo.
Seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
Boo. He's got 11 for... Oh, maybe not. He's got a KO. So, I might do a surf, I guess.
On the edge of the field, within grasping range of the fields.
Okay, that's not bad. Hi Glowworm, how's it going? Okay. And we'll score. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, did I get my KO back? I did not get my KO back. He got both of his. No. That is a big poo. Let's see what we can do with it. With 9 players, this is probably the best one-turn defense, unfortunately. Separating these guys. See what we can do. Hope for the best. Okay. Be nice if we get our KO back. That'll help. Okay. This is the point in the game where I just don't want to die this turn. If all my players die in 3 turns time, that's fine. But if everything dies now, that kind of encourages the undead player to push for a 2-1 win, try and push for an early score, hoping that all of my guys die. So, oh, survived. I survived the 3 dice. Okay, I'll take it. Still die. Oh my god, survived both. Whew. Come on, Darker Flyman, you can do it. This is where this one dies. Survive the mummy and then die to the white. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, I'm trying to save my Apo for a positional KO at this point. Just for the second half. Okay. Yeah, that's the frustration with getting both KOs back at this point. He's got a free foul. Oh, come on. He's fouled the ghoul. Okay, use the Apo. No casualty. Okay, you got a ghoul sent off. Brilliant. That is Okay, so it was a mistake. I can excuse him for that. I've done many similar mistakes. Oh, 0 from 3 KOs. Come on, dude. Come on, my dudes. And this is not acceptable. This is not good behaviour. I guess we'll just have to see what we can do. Okay, got 3 out, down to 8. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying. I think before the first turn even started, 1-1. Very likely. Because, you know, probably get 1 on the line of scrimmage at least. Possibly 2, and then it's 11 versus 7. And at that point, it means that you can just line up 3 dices with the mummy every single turn, like turn after turn after turn, and that's every other turn lose another player. The fact that there's the KOs in the bin rather than injuries means that he's probably gonna settle for the draw, you would think. Although they are linemen. I guess if he knocks over a couple of blodgers, then we might have a different story on our hands. Let's kick this ball. Mega Blitz. Mega Blitz? It's not Mega Blitz.
Tasty. But it's okay. Some say it's perfect for playing Blood Bowl. I call it
It's about to get punched above and below at the same time.
Okay. One of them's alive. I'll try it next time. 10 me. It's in the memory bank. Okay. Where's that ball? Over there. Okay. This is kind of the problem that Dark Horse have against Undead in this situation more than other people, is that in this situation against most teams, you'd think you'd be looking towards maybe going in with a Witch Elf into the cage, but Undead they've got the guard and they've got the mummies, which means that if you go in and it doesn't work, you probably only get 1 shot, and everyone will just get murdered. In that case,
yeah. Smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
it was a white. Okay, it's a white. Still survived. He's lived. It's okay. Okay, just one more lineman to not die. Ooh. Don't die. He's not dead. It's amazing. Okay. That's a reasonable start. I'll take it. We will very much take it. See if we can get cheeky and chip something, maybe even the odds a little bit. Oh, could have done with a reroll there, that would have been nice. That would have been helpful. Okay. Right, let's get these blodgers at the front. Slightly better chance of not dying. Where's all my dudes? I just don't have any dudes left. Okay. Got to take some risks, unfortunately. This is a slight risk.
And that's a holding maneuver if ever I saw one.
Oh, a boo. Yeah, as I said, it's quite difficult to get any pressure on the undead cage with your Dark Elves. I'm just trying to slow them down a little bit, I guess. Hiding my leader back here. Obviously standard Dark Elf Nonsense, standing my guys 2 squares apart, so that you can't just line up a mummy on 2 of them at once. Oh. Yeah, just gonna get 3 dice by the mummy every turn from here on in. You would think. Have to hope he goes down the sideline. Yes. Not easy to defend that way. It's coming. Here he is. Oof. That's it. That's 1 turn. 1 turn, nobody dying. That's 2 actually, isn't it? We'll take it. Just keep on not dying, Dark Elves. Just keep going. To see where he puts the ball. Okay. That's a pretty big mega bunker. It's not even allowing 5 ups into the cage for half dices at this point. Okay, who's got the ball block guy? So the Witch Elf with Wrestle is the super most important player. This turn is at the moment, so I'll try and keep her alive. Two. Put someone over here. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That was a misclick. Didn't see that dodge. 2, 3, 6, 7. Is that what we want to do? It probably isn't, is it? Might have to go 10 without blitzing. How unfortunate. Oh, what a shame. Okay.
Touchdowns are coming. Studio Wizard has promised me at least one more before the final whistle.
No doubt about it.
Okay. Oh, I made a 3 up. I made a 3 up. And a 2. Little rascal. Okay, I got my guys. That's okay. Okay, so I've deliberately left this side a little bit weak. You'd normally expect to go 2, 2, and 2 like that. I deliberately left this side a little bit open, just a little bit of attempt to try and see if he wants to get people stuck in here, maybe put a guard there, maybe run people through here, which will weaken the centre. If I play like absolutely classical Blood Bowl, he's probably gonna beat me. He's more players, more guard. So just a little nibble there left available for him, and see if he wants to pick up on it. Also, obviously this side's quite weak at the moment, so more sensible coming down here, unfortunately. I could have put this guy here, this last lineman at 3+ dodged out, but it would have ended up there, and that would have strengthened this side a little bit more, but it leaves he's too vulnerable for this mummy to come around and stand over here
Thinking about what to have.
and just mark everyone. That's not ideal. Oh dear. Yeah, he's coming round the right way. I mean, this is what... Oh, okay, he's going that way. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, he's a bit dead. Okay, it's done. Not too bad. Yeah, this is all that I can really do. It's just try and make him switch sides every turn. And maybe that might open up something. A little cage dodge, potentially. Just try and get these mummies separated at some point as well. The key player in this drive that I want to get rid of is this guard White, because he's the guard guy that can keep up with play. So if I can separate the mummies and get rid of him, then I can maybe one dice dodge into the cage on a 5-up. But he's protecting this guy quite well. Stun was unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of want to try and block him, but I'm not sure I've got enough players this turn with that stun. Is that you, Nick? Oh dear, how are we going to manage this? Alright, if he goes there, he goes there, and then we have 2 players to go here. I guess that might work. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You got me playing cards. Earthlings in the closet.
I think that's too much of a risk at this stage. No, we've got to do it. Okay.
Be gone, fell demon.
Problem, Bob?
Twig fly in my coffee.
Oh, I can't really do that, unfortunately. This is against a person. This is against Nama, who I assume is the famed Nama of Fumble. And it's in the Spike EurOpen tournament, which is a tournament that is copying the rules of the EurOpen tabletop event that would have been held in Poland at the end of, or at the start of October this year, but unfortunately has been postponed because of the thing. So someone's just doing a sort of copy of it online. So it's a 3-man team tournament. Where your team of 3 guys plays against another team of 3 guys. And it's Resurrection Blood Bowl tournament style.
Close and personal, Bob.
You need to be close.
It could have been interesting.
Smell your breath and see
Possibly could have gone in there. I was a 5 up for 1 dice on the ball, with needing another 5 up basically to get it down, but it's still a bit early. Still a bit of a case of you have to be able to run away with it as well at this stage, rather than just hope for the best. Don't need that. Did not need that one. With, him not having taken tackle and having failed with his wrestle ghoul, and got it sent off. You don't mind if it's the 3 dices so much with the mummies, but the 2 dices isn't great.
Smell your breath and see the dead insects in your
Yeah, keeping the mummies together nicely. That is solid. I mean, the one good thing is that
solid tactic.
I'm keeping him honest with the big old mega bunker. He's obviously worried about the Dark Gods going in. And dodging in, so that is slowing him down a little bit. But I guess, on the other hand, he might just be happy with 1-1. So we'll have to see, I guess. Yeah, this is this is what I said at the beginning. Kind of helpless against this kind of undeadness. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let's see. I got too far over. I use the reroll because it's the runner, so he's guaranteed to die and take the reroll with him if you don't use the reroll at the stage. Obviously, the one thing I can do is because there are quite a few movement 3, movement 4 players on the undead team. I can be a little bit looser with this kind of defending on this side of the pitch, because he's not going to be able to get his cage round if he, even if he kills this guy, you can't get zombies around here. So just trying to get him commit to one side of the pitch really, and which there's a potential of defending that.
Is that a fact, Bob?
Well, it's a question of what the fans are looking at. Who would you rather look at? Right next to a team. Two big goons get together to fall.
Son,
Yeah, that's the frustrating thing about this. The mass guard undead roster is that it's so much better when you get men up with this. You can bully people. it's obviously a lot worse at getting men up than the when you have a tackle on there on the roster. You just kind of hope you get lucky. But that's worked out. Okay, this is okay. He's definitely picked a sideline now, which means that much better chance of defending and stopping him from scoring. He's got 3 reels left. Okay. That's fine. Alright.
That's quite a few of the opposition surrounding that player. Doing very
Okay. I'm doing what I can. As I said, now that he's picked a sideline, that you can just line up your defence and hope that it works. Hope that he doesn't kill anybody else. Yeah, this is the problem with being men down. It's a little bit helpless. I think we're at the stage now where if he even stuns one more guy, that's probably it. So, as you can imagine, that's quite likely that he will do that. Okay, but that's fine. Yeah, and with the mummies and stuff like that, he can push back 2 squares per turn, so he's probably gonna get there. Because I'm going to have to line up here next turn, and then there's nothing I can do really. It's a bit of a disappointing second half. There's not really many options, especially since I called it at the start of the game. I mean, this match can go lots of different ways. A few more Dark Elves surviving, and then even 9 at this stage, I think it's fine. I could defend reasonably well. Right, what are the options here? What is... We might be going for silly stuff in my next turn. Have to see how that works out. It's a zombie. Because yeah, as you can see, he's pushed me back 2 squares this turn, so I have to defend here. And then if he does that in his turn 15, then I would be defending behind the end zone. So that isn't going to work. Yeah, and Yeah. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that. He's made it a 6-up dodge into a half dice. Is there potential that I can push someone out? Half dice into him, into there. Half dice again into him, pushes him out. So I'll need to fill that square. Can I get... Okay. Ah, need to push. Okay, we can do it this way. What is that? Half dice push, push him, into him, out there. Okay, fine. He one dices him. He half dices. Okay. Fine.
Surrounded by adversaries like that, I hope he knows what he's doing.
Okay, half dice push. Okay, it's on. Ah, come on! That was on. Yeah, that was possible. Yeah, so push that mummy back into there. That mummy, so this has got frenzy, so that mummy is then being pushed. So you could push that ghoul into there, and then push that ghoul back here, and then we've got potential to bullets the ball carrier. Fortunately, we had to do it with the wrestle guy. Probably wasn't going to work, even if. Never mind. It would have been fun to see the virtual look on his face. Yeah, fairly disappointing second half. Not a lot to be done. Just ran out of players.
I think they're waiting for the ball now. Or talking to the fans.
Oh, another one. Another one gone. What we got left? 6 players? Yeah. Ain't stopping 3 guard undead with 6 players. do here? Nothing to be done. No options, no plans. Fine.
Yeah, sounds like a good old-fashioned fight. There's a good pay rise.
Yeah, that's that. 1-1 as predicted before a dice was rolled. That's how this matchup goes sometimes. Not all the time, but it's pretty common. Oh man, I made one of my 7 KO rolls this game. That's useful. Really useful, guys. We've got a reroll. Got a reroll left for Riot or whatever. Okay, right it is.
You know, I may actually say something risky sometimes. Just waiting for the players and the coach to do something. Anything! Please, just be
That is not right. That's definitely not right.
player on the ground. The coach will be spitting.
Okay. That's the game.
Exciting were those last.
Okay, well it was the first half was pretty interesting anyway, definitely. Second half tried our best, but unfortunately ran out of the players, as can happen. Still, it was very nice to play a good opponent and to play some proper Blood Bowl. So, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully catch you again next time.